Origins is a map that re-surprises me almost every single time that I play it, in the sense of how much fun I do end up having. I think because there's a lot to it, it's kind of intimidating when you really think about it. But this map, every time it sucks me in almost more than Mob, and that's saying a lot. But it's a close call. But you know what? We'll do what we usually do: pros, cons, and rating, review, recommendation, and then call it. Also, this video was gonna be up way earlier, but I about halfway through decided I was gonna try to do more than I set out. I was just gonna do one staff, but ended up building and upgrading all four of them. So yeah, that was the first time I've ever done that, by the way. So I felt pretty proud, and it took me 2.5 hours. So let's boogie on down. Pros of the map: it's massive, and that can be almost a drawback, but at the same time, I enjoy a bigger map from time to time. And this one being the size it is an absolute, like, behemoth of a map. Not in terms of just things to do, but like map size itself and all the paths and all the different doors and gateways and everything. It's so crazy. Not to mention there's a whole underground section like that you have to teleport to. And I mean that area isn't massive in itself, but it's another section of the map outside of the map that you're given free reign to explore once you've accessed it, which is dope. The zombies, they look dope. They fit the map. And I mean, they do that for some of them, but I feel like for the Green Run crew, all the zombies kind of look relatively the same. But like for this one and Mob and Buried, they all switched. Speaking of which, the characters. We got the original 4 back in a different light, and man, did they let it shine on them. I love this version of the characters, and it's weird because it varies in terms of favorite characters back and forth. Like with the original set of these crew being Tank, Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Takeo Masaki, and Edward Richtofen, my favorite in the original is Edward, like without a doubt. And my least favorite is Takeo. However, with the newer crew, although Richtofen's still the favorite, Takeo is a very close second. And then Nikolai, then Tank. But, to each their own. But anyway, like that, and it really hammered in the fact that we had a legitimate story. And this map is super important because of that. We have little glimpses of it throughout the other maps, and little details and Easter eggs and story things. But this one really brings home the fact that there is a story to be told, and it starts telling it really well. Like, I think without this map, we wouldn't have half of the things that we have today. And man, the story that it begins is ridiculous. Like, in a good way. It's just so intense, and the amount of turns and twists that happen is so crazy. You can't be more thankful for a map than this one if you love Call of Duty Zombies. Like, even if it's your least favorite, you have to at least admit what it did for the mode as a whole. Like, the character development, all of it. It's just awesome. I love it. Let's see, some more pros. The staffs. I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about those. This is the first time I had upgraded all 4 staffs on my own and did the whole thing and messed around with all of them. And man, I'm just gonna rank them like super quick. My favorite, and this is weird because I've never heard anyone agree with this, but if you do, let me know. My favorite out of the 4 is the ice staff. I don't know why, but something about it is so cool. I love it. And then fire, and then lightning, and then wind. Wind is really good if you're close to the zombies, but I don't know. Other than that, none of them are really bad at the end of the day. But that one's probably my least favorite. And they all have this thing, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a shot of quick revive at the end of them once you upgrade them. And I mean, this was so low, but I can imagine that helps a lot. Now the challenge chest is pretty cool. You get 115 normal zombie headshots, and you get a pack-a-punch gun out of it. You fill 4 soul chests around the map, and you get like this wind fist. You spend 30,000 points, you get double tap, and you turn on a first generator, and you turn on all 6 generators, and you get a max ammo. It's pretty fair, pretty easy to do. Yeah. No, I feel like we have to say some cons. Just, balance it out, yin and yang. Big con of the map is the mud. I know when you start to do Easter egg stuff, there's actually parts in it that, like, it's required. But man, it feels like it slows down the game a significant amount when you start running around to do stuff. And, like, being that this map is so massive and has so much to do, I found myself getting a little bit, like, bored here and there just because it slows you down a lot. Yeah. What else? I feel like there's gotta be more than just the mud. These guys are kind of a con, I guess, in the sense that I noticed once I had all the staffs upgraded, they were coming around more often. But sometimes you can't really get to where you need to quick enough. I mean, that might just also be me, because I'm not like a Origins pro. But yeah, really it's about it. Like, I think it's really when I started doing the Easter egg, it seems intimidating because there is a lot to do. But once I started doing it, I was finding it to be easier than I thought. I would like build and upgrade a staff all within one round. I did that for 3 of them. The fire staff took me a little longer, but for 3 of them, the other 3 obviously, I was able to build and upgrade them within 1 round. Like, it's super quick. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give this map a rating. I didn't expect, especially after like playing it like that, but like I'm giving this one a 9. I was thinking 8 before I played it, but this one is super solid. Like this one might be cutting it close to the top 3. But yeah, I absolutely love this map. It was so much fun to go back to. And in terms of recommendations, I recommend going back to it. No doubt, hands down. It was a blast, especially if you're playing with other people and like, you can get things done quicker, which is something I'll definitely want to try. Seth's been getting into zombies, so I'll see if he'll do it. But yeah, definitely recommend it. 9 out of 10. And you know what? Tomorrow's video will be the Black Ops 2 zombies overall. It's crazy to think we've already finished this game. And then after that, we'll start up on Black Ops 3. We'll do all the Black Ops games, and then we'll do like Infinite, Advanced, and I'm still debating on Extinction. We might do that. I haven't fully decided yet, so I guess we'll just have to find out when we get to that bridge. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. And until then, keep surviving. See ya.